What up, people? Welcome to the Push It While Black Show. I am your host, Christian. This is the Bearscast for Week 4 against Tampa Bay. Bears destroy the Buccaneers 48-10. Mr. Trubisky had the best game I've ever seen him play. 354 yards, 6 touchdowns. He has the record for most touchdowns in a half by a Bears quarterback. He's tied the record for most touchdowns in a game with 6 with Johnny, I think it's Lujak, and that was in 1956. No interceptions. Mitch had time. Mitch ran for 53 yards. Longest play was 26 yards. Tariq Cohen had a real good game receiving 100. He led the Bears with 121 yards. Gabriel had 104 yards. Trey Burton was seen today. He had 86 yards and a touchdown. Gabriel had 2 touchdowns, receiving touchdowns. Cohen had 1. There were no rushing touchdowns today. Trubisky and Cohen had 53 yards. Howard had 11 carries, 25 yards. They really didn't use Howard that much. It was kind of an aerial assault today. I think this was the shut up, I know my offense can perform game, and by Matt Nagy, and this is the game that the Trubisky it's hard. It's gonna be hard to hate on Mr. Trubisky today, and this isn't the Mr. Trubisky's the greatest thing since sliced bread podcast. It's not, because there was still plays where Trubisky missed people, but he had time today. He wasn't rushed. He seemed he seemed calm. Happy Feet is still there, but it was better. He had time today against a defensive line that was not pressuring him, against a secondary that was young and inexperienced, and against a quarterback that Fitz wasn't bad. It's just he wasn't effective. He wasn't bad. He wasn't effective. He was 9 of 18, 126, 1 interception. Winston was 16 of 20, 145, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. It wasn't that Fitz was bad. It was just that he was getting pressure and he wasn't effective at all. And they couldn't score. And when your offense can't score, and the team you're going up against, everything is clicking, that's what happens. You're going to get games like that. And Fitzmagic, I think, is officially done now, because they put Jameis Winston back in the game. This is his first game back eligible. They put him back in the second half, and they were able to get downfield on the Bears defense, but it really didn't matter because the game was already in tow. Mr. Trubisky is still developing. This game was awesome. This game was real cool to see. It's real cool to see what we have when he's good. I am real skeptical on just saying that, hey, we have a quarterback now, because I've seen talented quarterbacks not matter. Rex Grossman didn't matter. Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler had not games like this, but Jay Cutler had really good games, and it didn't matter. Or the next game, he would throw complete and utter trash the next game. So, and Rex Grossman did the same thing. So while I'm happy that this game happened for Mitch, and I kind of want the Mitch haters to stop, not because I'm a super fan of his, because I will continue to say he was overdrafted. I just listen to scouting reports, and I know this dude is going to take a year or so away. They say a year and a half. Like I said, the half season has already happened. We're going into his full season now. So I want this. Mr. Trubisky needs to succeed. I'm giving him this year as the benefit of the doubt here, and this is why they drafted him. This validates everything Ryan Pace did. This validates Mr. Trubisky. This validates Tariq Cohen. This validates Matt Nagy. This validates everything Mitch did, or Ryan Pace did. And Mr. Trubisky had an amazing game today. But that doesn't mean that against Miami, because they're going to go up against Miami, not this week because they're on a bye, but the week after, next week, they're going to go up against Miami. Who's to say Miami won't beat them? Who's to say that Miami and the Bears won't go in a shootout, and Mitch you win the game because of Mitch. You won the game because of Mitch today, but really it was because of Mitch, the defense, and the fact that Fitz couldn't get in the end zone. So we still don't know. This was the perfect game from Mr. Trubisky, like as far as circumstances. Had time. He didn't play from behind. There was no serious comeback in the second half. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really have to. This was a game where Mr. Trubisky wasn't tested at all, and the Bears weren't really tested at all. So, yay. This was supposed to happen. Games like this, when everything lines up like this, it's supposed to happen. So, be glad about today. Be happy that today happened. But I'm still kind of wait and see before we just say, we going to the Super Bowl. Before I go we going to the Super Bowl thing or a bit and be all this is the future and we're going to run the division for years to come. I still need to see. I'm cautious optimism because we've had quarterbacks where, this is really good. And then it didn't matter. 06 was amazing, but 06 was good Rex, bad Rex, injured Rex, and then Kyle Orton. And then Kyle Orton was limited, but we had a heck of a defense. And the Super Bowl comes, and we can't score. So, I know that it's going to be, people are going to find fault in Mr. Trubisky some way. I'm not going to do that today. I want to say that Mitch, there was still the happy feet situation going on. He still missed some people. There was a couple of passes where it was a gimme, and he missed the guy wide open. And they were short passes. But overall, it seemed like everything was clicking, and hopefully this continues. And he not only plays well enough not to lose a game for you, but well enough to win games for the rest of the season. Because I don't trust Minnesota, but they're figuring out how to play with Aaron Rodgers injured in Green Bay. So Green Bay is still going to be there. Minnesota's defense is still a problem. Offensively, I'm sorry, I don't trust Kirk. I don't trust Kirk Cousins at all. He throws you in games, he throws you out of games. Don't trust him. And in a shootout against the Rams, he lost. So it's the Bears division to lose, and hopefully Mitch will not only keep you from losing games, but in this situation, he wins some games for you. But anyway, y'all, I know this is a short one, but really, this wasn't really bad. I mean, everything seemed to click. I can't even really complain about Nagy in the dumb play calling. The only dumb thing that I saw today from him really is that 2 quarterback setup where Trubisky's in the shotgun and Chase Daniels like in the running back position, and it was a holding penalty, or it was a what was it? It wasn't an illegal shift, but it was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was either offsides penalty or it might have been a legal shift. I'm not sure. It worked the second time, but y'all can keep that play in the playbook. And if this really isn't, because I heard last week that the offense is still slowly getting in getting in for everybody. Yeah, that'll if this is the offense, or if this is pieces of the offense, keep that one out in the back of the playbook. There's too many situations for injury there, and we need a backup QB, especially considering Mitch will still take off and run, and that's part of the offense. I know people don't like that, but that's part of the offense, and he's athletic, and you can't take that away from him. So, it's my humble opinion that you need 2 quarterbacks that can move around. So, but anyway, y'all, this is a short one. Shout out to the Cowboys for winning. Wish I can get my homie Mignon on the line, but he's been really busy, so we really haven't been able to talk about the Cowboys. But shout out to them, because it seems like the whatever Garrett did today, because I didn't see the game, whatever Garrett did today as far as coaching worked. So I'm going to have to hit up people later to find out what happened. But anyway, Push a Wild Black out. Later, people. See you next week.